So we were discussing about the fourth module of management accounting, that is fund flow statement and cash flow statement. The fourth module is all about fund flow statement and cash flow statement. And we have already covered three modules of management accounting. One is all about theory module. Second one is all about financial statement analysis, where we studied about comparative trend and common size statement. Then third module was all about ratio analysis, where we studied different types of ratios and how we can interpret these ratios. Okay, and now we are in fourth module of management accounting. And in fourth module, we will be studying about two statements mainly. One is fund flow statement, and second one is the cash flow statement. And first, we will see what is fund flow statement and how we can prepare this fund flow statement and all. Then after that, on the second part of fourth module is the cash flow statement analysis. And then we have only one more module left, that is about budget. That is a small module, but this fourth module is comparatively little bit bigger module in terms of content. Okay, so fund flow analysis, fund flow statement means the statement that shows the sources and application of fund. Fund, it's defined in different ways. In a narrow sense, fund means cash only, and in a in a broader way, fund means all cash values, and in a broader way or in a popular way, fund means the working capital. And in fund flow statement that we are working, here the fund means the working capital of a company, and working capital means the excess of current asset over current liability, or we will obtain this working capital when we deduct current liability from the current asset, we will get the figure of working capital. So in fund flow statement, the fund means working capital, and working capital means excess of current asset over current liability. Okay, and we have seen, and we have seen how we can work out how the fund will be taken place, or flow of fund will be taken place in both way. And we understood that the flow of fund will take place only between, on the one side it should be a current account, and on the other side it should be a non-current account. Then only the flow of fund will be taken place. Okay, this is what we have seen in the last day. Then towards the end, we have seen what is the difference between fund flow statement and income statement, and fund flow statement and the balance sheet, and also what are the importance of why this fund flow statement is very important. So this kind of theory part also we have seen in the last class. And today we will move to the problem session, that is the preparation of fund flow statement, or how we can prepare a fund flow statement. Okay, so when it comes to problem, the fund flow statement can be prepared like it has two stages. Okay, one is you need to prepare a statement of or schedule of changes in working capital, like whether working capital is increased or not, that is being shown in the statement of or schedule of changes in working capital. And on the second part, we need to show a statement that shows the sources and application of the fund. So these are the two things that we need to do in order to prepare a fund flow statement. First one, you need to prepare a schedule or a statement that shows the working capital position of a company, or like changes in working capital of a company. And on second part, you need to say the sources and application of the fund, a statement that shows the sources and application of fund. And today we will see how we can prepare this first part of fund flow statement, that is statement that shows the changes in working capital. Okay, and now we will see how we can say in a company that working capital is increased or not. That is the first thing we will see. And we know working capital means current asset minus current liability. So whenever the current asset part will increase, then automatically the working capital also will be decreased. Like if current asset is 5 lakh and current liability is 2 lakh, then what is working capital? 3 lakh will be the working capital of a company. But at the same time, if current asset is 5 lakh and current liability is 8 lakh, then what happened? The working capital will become negative. That means 3 lakh rupees is shortage for the company to make its like day-to-day operations. So if we want to say that the working capital of a company is increased, the first thing is either there is an increase in the current asset. If current asset of the company is increased, then automatically the working capital also will be increased. That means if working capital is 5 lakh and current liability is 2 lakh, that means current liability is less than current asset. Then we can say the working capital is increased. And at the same time, the working capital can be increased if current liability is reduced. Okay, so in two ways we can say either current asset should be increased and current liability should be decreased. Then we can say that there is an increase of working capital of a company. And at the same time, if current asset is decreased and current liability is increased, then what happened? The working capital will be decreased. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to be in your mind, how there is an increase of working capital will take place and how the working capital of a company will be decreased. Is this portion is clear to you? Need I explain once more? Can someone tell me whether it is clear or not? Because this is the first part of preparing statement of showing working capital changes. Then after that, we need to prepare the second thing, that is the sources and application of fund. So the first part is very easy. So need I explain this concept once again? Can someone tell me? Okay, no one is responding. So I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so now I will show the statement, a format of preparing changes in working capital of a company. So this is the format. The first thing that you have to write the heading, that is statement of schedule of changes in working capital. So this is the heading that you need to write. Okay, then we need to draw 5 columns. First column is all about particulars. So what all items is given, then you can mention that. Then 2 years figures will be given. Just like our comparative or common size balance sheet or income statement, 2 years figures will be given, that you need to write it here. Then this part is something that we need to do calculation. The first 3 columns is all about exactly same as what is in the question paper, and this particular part is something that we need to calculate. Okay, so then you need to write and we know the components of working capital is current asset and current liability. So there is no mention about fixed asset and fixed liability. So from a question, you need to understand what all items comes under current asset and what all items comes under current liability. Okay, then you need to write all the items here. Then after that, you need to understand whether there is an increase or decrease in the working capital. So this is typical format of statement that shows working capital position of a company, and you can go through the different items that comes under current asset and current liability. This material is uploaded in MCKA. You can download the same. Okay, this we will try to work out one problem here. Then it will be easy for you to understand. Then after that, I will give you 2 questions to work out so that this concept will be clear to you. So here the question is asked to prepare a statement of changes in working capital from the following balance sheet. Okay. Then items are different, the asset and liability side is given, and you need to prepare a statement of changes in working capital. As I said, you need to draw 5 columns. The first column consists of particulars, and second and third column is all about years. So here 2 years of figures is given, like 2010 and 2011. So you need to mention that years here, 2010, 2011, and 4 and 5th column is all about, we are calculating what effect on working capital, whether working capital is increased or whether working capital is being decreased. And now we will see each items here. So in the working capital schedule, there is only 2 kinds of items comes. One is current asset and one is current liability. So there is no scope for fixed asset. So here it is fixed asset is given. We don't want to take that. Then long-term investment is given. That is a long-term fixed asset. So we don't want to take it. Then work in progress is given, stock in trade, and accounts receivables and cash. So these are the 4 items that comes under current asset. So you need to give the heading as current asset here, and you need to write all the items starting from cash, or in any way you can write it from work in progress, stock in trade, accounts receivable, cash, or in vice versa, you can start from the liquid asset. In that way you can go. So first we will see cash, and on 2010 the amount is 30,000, and when it comes to 2011 the cash position become 10,000. Okay, and now we will see what is the effect on working capital. You know, current asset minus current liability is the working capital, and if current asset is increased, then there is an increase in working capital. This is that format. In 2 ways working capital can be increased, either current asset should be increased or current liability should be decreased. And now you need to check what happened to the cash position. In first year it was 30,000, and when it comes to the next year 2011 it become 10,000. That means there is a decrease of 20,000. So the working capital, what happened to working capital? That is being decreased because cash is a current asset, and that amount is being decreased when it comes to second year. So what effect that will cause to working capital? Working capital also will be decreased. Then we will check accounts receivable. So in the first year, like 2010, in previous year, okay, we can say this is previous year and this is current year. And how we can calculate this increase or decrease? You need to deduct current year figure. Previous year figure you should be deducted from the current year. Then you can calculate. If it is positive figure, then there is an increase. If it is a negative figure, then there is a decrease. Comes to accounts receivable. In First year it was 70,000. When it comes to second year, that become 1,40,000. That means there is an increase of 70,000 is happened. So when current asset is increased, automatically that will make a positive response in the like what positive response in the working capital position of the company. Then we will check next item, that is stock in trade. So in the previous year it was 1,50,000. In the second year it was 2,25,000. So there is an increase when current year previous year is deducted from current year. There is an increase of 75,000. So we write that here in the increase column. Then working capital here also 80,000, and comes to current year there is an increase of 10,000, that we will write it here. And then we need to take the total of current asset. Okay, total of current asset. So for 2010, the total of current asset is 3,30,000. That means we need to take we need to add all these items. Then we will get this figure, total of current asset. And the total of current asset on 2011 is 4,65,000. And next we will see the current liabilities of the company. And when it comes to equity capital, it is a long term. Then debenture, it is long term. But when it comes to tax payable, it is a short term liability. Accounts payable, interest payable, dividend payable. So these are the current liabilities of a company. We will write it the same here, and its figures also you will write it as mentioned in the question. And now we will check what happened, whether the current liability is being increased or decreased. Again, you need to think this rule in your mind. The working capital can be increased in two ways. Either the current asset of the company should be increased, or the current liability should be decreased. And you can look out this example of current asset is being increased. Like if it is 5 lakh and current liability is being decreased, that means 2 lakh only, then automatically we will get a positive figure as working capital. And when current asset is decreased and current liability is increased, then we will get a negative figure as working capital. Work out here. So current, it is always better current liability should be decreased so that the working capital will be increased. And now you see in first year the tax payable was 77,000. 43,000. That means the tax liability is reduced. So what happened to the working capital position of a company? Current liability is being decreased. So there is an increase of the working capital. So we will write that difference amount in the increase column. I hope this is clear to you. When current asset is increased, that will cause increase in working capital. When current liability is decreased, then it causes increase in the working capital. So in that way, you need to write the figures here. Then when it comes to accounts payable, the first year it was 96,000, and when it comes to the next year, it become 1,92,000. That means the current liability has increased by 96,000. When current liability is increased, what happened to working capital? The working capital will be reduced. So we will write that figure in the in the degrees column. Then next we will check what happened to interest payable. So in the first year it was 17,000, and when it comes to next year it become 45,000. That means there is an increase of Okay, this is 37,000. So there is an decrease in the working capital. So we write that figure in the decrease column. Then last item here is the dividend payable. The first year it was 50,000, but when it comes to next year it become 35,000. That means there is a decrease in the current liability by 15,000. So when current liability is decreased, automatically that goes increase in the working capital of a company. So there is an increase of 15,000 in the working capital. And now you need to take the total of current liability. So that figure is given here. Okay, so this is the first stage. Then after that, we know working capital means current asset minus current liability. So we need to calculate the working capital on 2010 and 2011. We need to calculate the working capital for both years. So how can we calculate for 2010 current asset minus current liability? So here the current asset is 3,30,000 and current liability is I think all about 2,60,000. So when it deduct that figure, you will get current working capital as 70,000, and when it comes to 2011, 4,65,000 minus it is all about 3,15,000. Okay, so when you deduct that, you will get working capital as 1,50,000. And now you need to compare this both years figure. Like when it comes to 2010, the working capital was 70,000, and when it comes to 2011, the working capital is all about 1,50,000. That means there is an increase of working capital by 80,000. Okay, then we will write the total of these figures here, like we'll take the total of all these items. So in all the side the figures will be tally. Okay, so this is all about the calculation of or the statement that's showing the changes in working capital. Like 2-3 steps you need to understand. First, you need to identify what is current asset and what is current liability. Write all items over here, and after that, you need to check what happened to each items, whether it is increased or whether it is increased. And when it comes to current asset, if current asset is being increased as compared to previous year, then automatically the working capital also will be increased. And when current asset is decreased, the working capital also will be decreased. And when it comes to current liability, what happened? If current liability is decreased, working capital will increase. That means the opposite will take place. Liability part will decrease, automatically the asset part will increase. Okay, just like that, when current liability is decreased, automatically the working capital will be increased. And you need to identify that difference amount and mention the same in the increase and decrease column. But you just remember one thing, this increase and decrease column, it's that figure is written on the basis of this rule. So when you write that figure, you need to be like check what happened to the working capital position of the company. Then only you need to check whether there is an increase of working capital. Then you need to calculate the working capital for both year. Then you just need to like take the difference whether to when we compare 2 years figures, whether working capital is increased or not. So this is all about preparing the statement of changes in working capital. In the coming class, we will see the second part, that is the statement shows the sources and application of fund. And if you have any doubts, like if I need to explain any part, you can tell me now.